Hey, what's going on, gamers? Famous YouTuber Fire Shepherd here, coming at you on Tomboy Tuesday with an Overwatch 2 Ultimate Ability tier list. Now, I'm not really going to be rating the characters too much, as I am going to be focusing on the ultimates for this video. So yeah, after a nice old sip, let's get into this. Okay, fuck. Now we'll get into this. Starting off strong here. Okay, we got Soldier. Now, if you're a god tier, juiced up, turbo gamer like myself, Soldier's ultimate is straight up trash. It is a damage loss. The only benefit that this ult gives you is that it makes you reload faster. If you could turn it on, get the fast reload, then turn it off, it would be perfect. But what this ult does, it makes it so that you can't miss. It locks on the enemies, and you hit straight body shots on them. Notice the problem there? Straight body shots. If you're like me, you only ever hit headshots, okay? You hit headshots at maximum fire rate. You never stop shooting. You're always hitting headshots. I go into games with 100% accuracy, and I leave games with 100% accuracy. And I add like 20,000 headshots with every game. Like, I'm just on another level. So this ult is just a damage loss. I'll go whole games without using it because it's so useless. The only time that I'll use it is if like I'm running away. I'll turn it on. Because for some reason it scares the enemy team. And I'll get like a fast reload, regroup with the team. I'll use it then, but like overall it's just terrible. It's a damage loss. It's bad. Now Ana gives a teammate a performance enhancing drug called a nano boost. Makes them a god. If you have the choice between giving it to an offense character or your Mercy, give it to Mercy. They're itching for the opportunity to pop off, and they will. They will go in and drop like 2 kills. It's great. Give it to a DPS, they're just going to fall off a cliff. They're going to go in and get their cheeks clapped. It's terrible. But with how broken tanks are in Overwatch 2, if you give it to any of them, they're getting at least 3 kills. So S tier. Now Ashe. Ashe brings in Giant Robot Bob, and it's going to be the best character. It's going to be the best player on your team. The enemy team won't be able to kill it. It has too much health. It's scary. It doesn't miss. It's a god. It is your best offense character on the team. It's probably better than you are, honestly. It probably took you like 7 minutes to get that ult charged up anyways. You're rocking like a 5% accuracy. Yeah, don't even know what a headshot is. So yeah, it's pretty good ult. Baptiste, super good ult on paper. You make a little window. Everything that gets fired through it gets increased damage. Junkrat is phenomenal with it. If he hits somebody with a grenade, it's a one shot. If they're an offense character, it deals like 200 some damage if it goes through that, and it's great. Issue is your team will never use this ult. They won't even know where you placed it. They cannot find it. You can put it right in front of them. They won't notice it. They'll go around it. They'll say, ew, what's that? So that's terrible ult. Bastion, I liked his old one better. He turned into a tank. You could do rocket jumps. It was fun. This new one, you're like a mortar. And you get like a free kill if the enemy team doesn't stand still. If the enemy team has an Ana, that's a free kill. Pretty much anything else can just walk out of it. So... but it can combo well. We're going to put it in C tier. Baguette. Baguette just needs to be deleted from the game. This dumb white bitch screams at the top of her lungs, a latte, please. Like, bitch, we ain't even at Starbucks. Why the hell are you screaming that shit? And it gives your team, like, 25 more HP. Maybe it's, like, 50 or 75, but, like, it's really not a lot. It's like extra health, and it stacks on top of like your regular healing. So like you're healing, you give them extra health. It's terrible. We're gonna throw that shit in F tier, and Baguette needs to be deleted from the game. Now McCree, he has the potential to wipe out the entire enemy team. I just feel like it charges up slower. Like not like the ult. It's like not the ult charge, but like whenever you use it, like putting the circles on enemies and it like charging up, it feels like it's slower than it used to be, but I don't know. I haven't played in like 5 years, so it's pretty good. It can combo. It can catch them off guard if you go behind enemy lines. I'll put him B tier. Now, I know I said McCree, and I guess they changed to Cassidy, and so there's a lot of debate on whether you call him McCree or Cassidy. This is the way you do it, all right? If you have a good cowboy on the enemy team or on your team, and they're just landing headshots, they're popping off, they're going around getting kills, they're with the team, they're making plays. That's a Cassidy. It's a humble cowboy. However, if they're in the back lines, always going after the mercy, landing that sticky bomb, getting the body shot, and then getting clapped, dying, going back to spawn, and then rinse and repeat. They're just constantly going after like the healers or like the weak DPS, and they're just like body shot, grenade, body shot. That is sex offender behavior. That's a McCree. That's how you tell the difference. Now, Doomfist, baby. Doomfist, he gets a get out of jail free card, all right? If you make an oopsie as Doomfist, you just press Q, you are out of there. And that shit charges up so fast, you don't have to worry about nothing killing you. You're unstoppable. If you land on enemies, you get a bunch of shields and you're ready to fight again. You can use it to get back to your team, get some healing, go back in and make another oopsie. But with that oopsie, you got your ult back and you can just rinse and repeat. Doomfist is the best of the best. Get on and get out of here. Diva has the potential to wipe the team. Usually it will wipe the team. Back in the day, it used to kill her too. But then they said, you know what? That's not very cash money. So now she's immune to it, and that's cool too, I guess. And then whenever she's calling her mech back, it can actually squish people now, and because of that, I'm gonna put it in S tier. Like, it actually kills people, like if they get crushed by it. Now Genji, I was like an OG Genji main, dude. Like, Weeb Nation, fucking got the Genji, like, maxed out golden fucking weapon. Like, it's cool as fuck. When he ults, it's like hype. You know, he goes in there and he's like, and it's fucking cool. And you go in and you slap some people with the katana. If it's play of the game, if you get 5 kills and you wipe the enemy team, it's great. Most of the time, your Genji will whiff. He won't kill shit. However, when he does that shit, everybody knows it's time to rise up, and they will hype this Genji up so hard. Fucking, so many ults combo well with it. The nano boost goes really well. Kiriko's new. Kiriko turns Genji into a fucking god, okay? Because Genji gets like 6 or 7 swings with his ult, and then he puts the sword away, okay? With Kiriko, you get like 30 swings, all right? So you're just slicing through everything, killing them. Nobody can out heal it. It's fucking great. But like, since his ult is so loud, you go in, the whole team knows to hype you up, you know? Ana, boom. Get in there, gives you the nano boost. So then you got a Moira beam fucking healing you, so like you don't have to worry about dying. You're juiced up. You go in there, nano boosted, pocket healed, and you get 2 assists, and you feel amazing. It's great. So with that, we're gonna put it in A tier. Hamston, put down a bunch of landmines. Now here's the thing. Anything ranked below diamond, this is a really good ult. For 2 reasons. One, bright, shiny objects. Players are just going to flock to it like moths to light. And they're going to die. Other thing is, a lot of players will mistake it for health kits. They were like, oh, there's health kits on the point now. And they'll go in there and they'll die. That's anything like below diamond. And you'll see it past diamond rank, like probably all the way up until like maybe like the top 300. You'll see it, and then it might not happen anymore. But people are just really dumb. It is a really good ult. It's zone control. But lower ranks, people will just like walk straight into them because they're dumb. Like, what do you expect? And the game's free now, so you got a bunch of free-to-play dumbasses playing this game. It's not that good. We're gonna put him in B tier. Hanzo. Hanzo shoots at big scary dragons, kills anything that walks in him. Thing is, nobody's gonna walk in him. You need some assistance. You need like a Hamston to bop them in there. You need a Zarya ult to suck them all in, and then you kill them with that. If you're playing Hanzo, just hit your headshots, get your kills in a cool way. You know, land every headshot possible. You are like the most broken DPS character, but your aim is trash. when you get your ult, shoot it in the air, shoot it into the ground, shoot it off the map. Use it as like a cosmetic thing. You know, use it as an emote. It shouldn't be something you're trying to kill people with because you're not. However, if you can land the headshot at point blank range and kill with the arrow and not the dragon, that's when you should use your ult. With that, we're going to put him at A tier because it is a lot of damage. And it's good zone control. And your team can ride the dragon. You know, they all bunch up in there. Lucio, boost. Great. Roadhog, back in the day, wasn't too good. Once you were in that ult, you were in it until the enemy team stunned you out of it or you died. Maybe you survived long enough to get to the end of the ult. But now, he can shoot it when he wants to. He's not stuck into it, so Genji no longer counters it. He can heal. I'm going to be sick just thinking about this. He can heal while he's in his ult. It's kind of crazy. We're going to put him in A tier. Junker Queen, she turns into a Beyblade, slices stuff up. It'll deal damage over time for like 10 seconds, and the enemy team can't be healed. Now, that damage over time isn't anything crazy. Over 10 seconds, it'll deal 3 damage. We're going to put it in C tier. Junkrat. Now, I don't know if this is intentional. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But Junkrat, I swear to God, he does not say his voice line in Overwatch 2 when he uses ult. Like, when a Junkrat uses ult, he's supposed to scream, like, fire in the hole or whatever. And it's super loud. Everybody hears it. Everybody scatters. And, you know, nobody dies to it. Now, it's silent, you know? He'll rip this thing out, and you won't even know that he did it. Sometimes he does it, I think. But I think the issue is that if there's any other audio happening, the game can't load his audio for you. So if there's any footsteps, gunshots, abilities, any sound whatsoever, you pick up a health kit, that's a sound. It just won't play the audio. So it's a silent killer, you know? So with that, if that's intentional, and it's fucking S tier, that you won't even know it's coming, it's super broken. If it's not, then it's more like B tier. But, like, you know, since he doesn't play his audio, it's S tier. Kiriko, fucking amazing. Gets her ult back super fast. If you land like 3 headshots and heal a tank, you got your ult. Makes your team go super fast. It can really turn fights into your favor. Great for taking back a point, pushing the payload just that little extra bit. You can also heal like crazy when you have this thing out. It's great. Lucio, there's 2 ways to do Lucio. You got the dumb way that everybody does, and you got the right way. Now, the dumb way that everybody does it is you skate all the way to the top of Lijiang Tower. Now, this is kind of like the based, cool way to do it. It just doesn't work. You skate all the way up to the top of Lijiang Tower, and then you drop that beat. You got fucking skybox, and you're slamming down at a solid 5 miles per hour. And by the time you hit the ground, your entire team's dead. You're the only one. If you survive the landing, you're the only one benefiting from your shields, and then you die. You get Roadhog hooked, and you get demolished by the enemy team. That's the dumb way to do it. The right way to do it, you find yourself like a nice little staircase, and you drop the yeet going up the staircase, so you just immediately drop it. A lot of people like to jump like super high up in the air and slam down. You don't get any extra shields for doing that, buddy. The faster you can hit the ground, the better. Even better, you like skate off a ledge, and then you use that jump from the ult to get back onto the ground, so you just immediately slam it down. Don't give them time to react to it. Let your team get those shields, go in there and pop off. Overall, I'd say it's an A tier ability. Mei, it's the only way she can freeze enemies. It's kind of nice, but it's super easy to avoid. Unless, like, it's in, like, a big clash of the teams, you know, they're going at it. Throw that out. Everybody's like, whoa, we can't get out of this. Then it's kind of good. I'll put it in B tier. Mercy heals the entire team. Everybody gets tethered together. You can go battle Mercy. You don't have to reload. It's pretty cool. We'll put it A tier. Moira, you get the old like Dragon Ball beam thing. It heals your team, damages the enemy team. If you damage the enemy team, you get your health back. It's good to do while everything's on cooldown. Your teleport's on cooldown. Your E is on cooldown. Your little healing and damage ball. Your healing bar is empty. You throw out everything comes back. You get this shit super fast. It's super great. It is easy to counter. Widowmaker headshots. Any stun. Sombra's hack. But I'm a Moira god. You don't have to aim as Moira. It's fucking great. Put an S tier. It's one of the best healers in the game. And that ult is amazing. Orisa, she turns into like a helicopter, but like her fat ass can't get off the ground. Now, there's two ways that players use this. You get charged up just right, slam down, kill like the entire team because it's a busted fucking ult. And then you got the dumb motherfuckers that say, you know what, all or nothing. And they'll use it and they'll wait for it to complete. They'll say, it'll slam down when the game makes me slam it down. And by then, even if you had somebody dead center, like right beside Orisa, they just walk out of it. She spins that shit for like 20 seconds straight. And these motherfuckers will let that damage ramp up. So yeah, it's dealing 3,000 damage to everybody that's standing inside the radius. The issue is nobody's standing inside of the radius. Overall, fucking S tier. If it's used right, it's fucking broken. She's basically immortal while she's in it. She can't be headshot, and she has damage reduction onto her. It's fucking crazy. Flahidre, Farah, you know. Ana says Flahidre, everybody says Farah, you know. So I say Flahidre, you know. So Flahidre, 3 ways you can use her ult. She either do suicide method. Inside a Winston bubble, you let that shit rip. You kill the Winston, you also die. Super cool. Sniper mode. You do this shit from as far away as possible. Nothing is going where you're aiming it. That shit is scattered out so fucking far. Maybe you hit 3 targets. You're not killing anybody, but you send a message. Then you got like that perfect range. You know, you're good like 20 feet off the ground. Everybody's focused on other stuff. You just let that shit rip and you kill like 4 people. It's great. Overall, I'd say it's an A tier ability. Reaper, you turn into a little Beyblade of death. You shoot everything up. You get all your health back. It's kind of nice. You get this ult really fast. I'm going to say it's an A tier ability. Reinhardt knocks everybody over. Shakes the ground a little bit, you know, does a decent amount of damage. The hammer can actually kill people now. If you slam it down on somebody, it kills them. Pretty cool. Get it really fast if you're attacking at the right time. You're landing your fire strikes. The issue is Kiriko. If you understand like the flow of the game and you play Kiriko, you know when to throw down your E. And your whole team doesn't get affected by this ult. So we're going to put him in B tier. Sigma male, Sigmund Floyd. He pulls everybody up in the air, slams them down. Whenever they slam down, they lose half of their max HP. It's pretty nice. Issue with this is when you raise everybody up in the air, your team will go, the enemy team's gone. Let's capture the point. And then you slam them all down, and your team's like, well, where the fuck did these guys come from? And your team gets wiped. And it's like, well, the whole entire enemy team is at half HP. And none of them died. That's cool. And then you're just stuck there as Sigma. And you're just waiting for them to slowly kill you. It sucks. And the reason why this happens is, like, your team are some dumb motherfuckers. And they'll play this game like it's the OG Doom. And they're like, we can't aim up and down. No. So they don't even realize where they go when you suck them up in the air. We'll put them in B tier. Doom Feet, Sojourn. So Doom Feet like charges up her laser sniper faster and passively, and it stacks on top of shooting stuff regularly. It's pretty good. Like if you have this thing juiced up, and I don't really play a lot of Soldier, and I've played her like 1 game, wasn't really a fan. But if you have this thing juiced up, like nano boosted, mercy boosted, and you're hitting all those headshots, it's fucking great. You're like one tapping Reinhardt's, fucking shredding the entire enemy team. It's fucking cool. You get that team kill? we'll put it in A tier. Sombra, she says like scandalous behavior. She screams that out, or like scandabagooses, and like something about turning off the lights. People lose their abilities for 2 seconds. They get dealt more damage to them. I think it makes it so you can see them through walls, or maybe that's just that they're low on HP. You can see them through walls, but like regardless, it's pretty cool. It brings down shield, so it combos with Diva. It combos with Junkrat. It's super great. I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's great. You get it back super fast. Semitism. She puts up a giant wall. It can be a little nice. Overall, not super great. We're gonna put in B tier. Torbjorn pees all over the floor. Good for controlling areas like zone control. Does a decent amount of damage. Usually not gonna kill anything with it, but you can move the enemy team like where you want them. Push them out of a choke point. Push them into a choke point. Push them off a point. You know, it's great. So we're gonna put that in A tier. It's a solid ability. Tracer. Little pulse bomb. Now, a lot of you new players probably don't realize this because you've never actually done it before, but this thing actually sticks to enemies. Yeah, you're a long way from making that happen. But yeah, if you can like stick it to a Mercy and they're dumb and they fly into their team and take like 2 more and you get a triple kill, it's fucking cool. But yeah, you probably couldn't even stick Reinhardt's shield if you tried. So we're gonna put it in C tier because I mean you get it really fast. Now Widowmaker, I've been maining Widowmaker for the last couple days. Fucking great. Wall hacks. You and your entire team see everything. You know where everybody's at all times. You farm so many headshots. It is a sniper's wet dream. It's so good. Winston, primal mode. Punch stuff around. Get a map with a bunch of ledges. You can knock the entire enemy team off. You have a big old meat shield. You can stall on point. You get all your health back whenever you do it. It's great. It has an A tier ability. Zarya. Now Zarya, she has 2 voice lines in the entire game. On a payload map on attack, she says, "I'm moving to Poland." Like if you go up and say, "Hey, I want to move the payload," she says, "I'm moving to Poland," and that raises the question: why is she moving to Poland? And when you use her ult, she answers that question. See, she says that she's going for the Toblerones. Now I don't know if Poland has good Toblerones or why that's what she says, but that's what she says. She says, "I'm going for the Toblerone." And when she says that, big old black hole sucks everything in. And the enemy team has a Zenyatta. Your team ain't doing shit. Unless you have like a pretty cool Diva nuke to fuck everything up. Or you have me on your team playing Widowmaker and I'm just going to farm those headshots in that fucking black hole. Zenyatta doesn't matter if you're playing Widowmaker. Also, Zenyatta, one of the most satisfying characters to headshot. But overall, this it's S tier just because like Zarya's busted. Zenyatta's ult is pretty much the best thing he's got going for him. That and Discord Orb, and his charge attack, like charging up the balls. It's good for stalling. It's the most healing in the entire game. It heals way more than what anybody would ever need. We're going to put him in A tier. Well, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a fun low tier Tuesday. Peace.
Your life is everything. You serve all purpose. You should treat yourself now and give yourself a piece of that oxygen in the ozone layer that's covered up so that you can breathe in this blue trap bubble. Because you know what I'm here for, to worship you. Love yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%.